Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Sunday the 23rd of July 2017 and we're providing our gold and silver weekly update for the week ending the 21st of July. Gold rose $25 last week from $1,229 to $1,254, having hit a high of $1,255 and a low $1,228. In sterling terms, gold finished the week at £965, that's up £27. And in euros, it closed at €1,075, that's up €4 on the week. Silver rose 52 cents, from $15.99 to $16.51, having hit a high of $16.52 and a low of $15.98. In sterling terms, it closed at £12.70, that's up 50 pence for the week. And in euros, it closed at 14.15 euros, that's up 0.21 euros. The gold to silver ratio fell from 76.86 to 1 to 75.95 to 1. The Dow Jones closed on Friday at 21,580. down 31 points on the day and down 57 points on the week. And the NASDAQ closed at 6,387, down 2 points on the day and up 75 points on the week. Brent crude fell 85 cents from $48.91 to $48.06. And US light crude fell 77 cents from $46.54 to $45.77. The dollar index stands at 93.58. That's down 1.57 on the week. Last week, gold and silver prices rose quite strongly, fundamentally due to the pressure placed on the dollar, initially by the considerable rise in the Australian dollar and the head of the ECB stating that the stimulus may be tapered in September, thereby enabling the euro to rise significantly. In addition, US Treasury yields continued to fall, thereby making gold a more attractive option. Added to this, we witnessed Trump's failure to pass his healthcare reforms, and now some are questioning whether his tax and infrastructure spending bills will also fail. All of this adds to uncertainty in the value of the dollar and has given gold what we believe to be a temporary boost. We do think that President Trump will get a tax cut bill passed soon and achieve an increase in infrastructure spending. After all, these are two key planks of his election campaign. Nevertheless, while uncertainty dominates, and not forgetting the increasing pressure concerning the Russia collusion investigation, gold will remain underpinned, and in our opinion stand at around $50 to $100 higher than it should. This week we have a number of key events which are likely to control and influence the direction of the gold market. The US Federal Reserve's interest rate decision and monetary policy statement on Wednesday, US durable goods on Thursday, and advanced GDP on Friday. The Federal Open Market Committee is widely expected to leave interest rates unchanged. However, investors will be looking for clues in its monetary policy statement as to the timing of the next interest rate hike. Core durable goods are expected to show a 0.4% increase, up slightly from the previous 0.3%, and advanced GDP is expected to come in at 2.5%, up from the previous 1.4%. So until these are out of the way, and especially the Fed's decision and comments on Wednesday, we may indeed witness a little further strengthening in gold in the early part of the week. Silver markets broke through the $16 resistance level and up towards $16.50. That's an additional area that should continue to offer resistance, but we may initially see that level breached early in the week. we are confident that silver is merely reacting to the gold price rise and the weakness of the dollar, and its fate short term will lie in direct alignment with it. Our overall assessment for gold and silver for the August period is lower prices, though we may well see a further tick up depending what is announced on Wednesday. Of course, the Fed is not going to raise rates and will remain quite cautious. We believe it will confirm that there will be another rate rise this year. We suspect November or December. And this may allow the dollar to fall a little further short term, thereby strengthening gold and silver prices this week. That said, we're not convinced that the rally will hold for long and expect to see prices fall back again in August. The caveat we have to add, however, is that politically we are becoming ever more confident that President Trump is going to fire or seek the resignation of his Attorney General as a prelude to getting rid of Mueller, the special counsel. Whatever one may believe about Russian collusion, etc., the one thing we are most confident of is that Trump does not want his business dealings investigated, and an encroachment into this area will be a step too far. So should this occur, then the political turmoil that will ensue will undoubtedly be positive for gold and silver prices. We shall just have to wait and see. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative, and if so, please give it a thumb up and share it on Twitter. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe as a free member for regular email updates and offers. Our Facebook page, which is updated daily, can be found at facebook.com/illuminatisilver. Disclaimer. Illuminati Silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.